Hello guys, I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. And if you're a returning subscriber, as always, welcome back. Guys, listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to say something. I don't mean to ruffle no feathers, but I mean, I got to call it the way I saw it. You know what I'm saying? There's a video out here from about a week to 10 days ago, almost 2 weeks ago, of a man that got shot in Houston, where I'm at. His name was Eric Washington. He's 30 years old. And what Eric Washington did was he ran up into a taqueria. I don't know if y'all know what a taqueria is. It's a Mexican restaurant where they usually specialize in selling tacos and various Mexican foods. And he decided to run up in the taqueria with a fake gun and rob all of the patrons that are sitting in the restaurant before he was violently gunned down by a patron in there who got the drop on him while he was robbing everybody. Now, I did a video about that where I'll put it in the description box, the link to it. You can go check that out. But yesterday, some community activists went to the taqueria, in the parking lot rather, and they held a press conference. Now, so far, the man that has killed Eric Washington has not been arrested, and I think the city is not going to press charges against him because I guess, you know, he was within the law, because there's a video out there. Now, this is the thing. There's a video. The first time I seen this, and I don't know where I seen this video. I think it was on YouTube. But there's a video of this out there when this man walked in there, has full audio. You can hear him talking, robbing people. It's like a 3 or 4 minute video, 2 or 3 minute video. And they show him getting blasted and everything. But I mean, it blocks out, you know, like when he's getting shot. But like you can see him getting shot, the dude shooting him and everything. And then you see the guy leaving out, getting in his car, all the people leaving out and everything else. But what was crazy about the video is after he shot Eric Washington, he wound up going through his pockets and getting all the money that he robbed everybody else for while Eric Washington was on the ground, dead. Put the money on the table and told everybody, hey man, come get your money. Come get everybody. And he started sorting stuff out. Hey, whatever you took, come get. Nevertheless, you know, the guy wound up leaving the scene and all this other stuff. State's not going to do nothing about it, supposedly. But we had some activists yesterday that went to the taqueria in the parking lot and had a press conference in protest. These are community leaders. And their complaint really bothered me. And that's what this video is about. You know, they said, and I think Quanell X was the main person talking, and then he had some other people, some other ladies with him. And the thing that was striking to me was their argument. Now, their argument was, hey, the man came in there. Yeah, they had the one guy that shot and killed the robber. Yeah, he could use deadly force and all of this stuff, but he shot him too many times, and just the way he said, oh, it was excessive force the way he killed them. Listen, guys, I'm gonna tell you something. One thing is, I don't think the 3 young ladies and Quanell X, I don't think they've seen the real video, because ever since that video came out, I have not been able to find it anymore. And I've checked on Reddit, I've checked on YouTube, and I've checked, because I think I seen it on YouTube. It was on a channel, I can't remember where I seen it, but it's long since been removed. Now they got it on there where like it freezes before he gets shot, but I've seen the whole video and I can't find it. But listen, I don't think these people have seen the video. I think they've seen the doctored one that's on the news. And I think that's what has spurred them to be upset. And if they did see that video, I mean, it would, you know, the news doctors stuff up, makes you think a certain way. I could see their argument. If they seen the real video, I don't think they would say the same thing, you know. And my thing is this. Regardless if the guy shot the guy multiple times or shot him in the head when he walked up on him, execution style or whatever, this is my thing. This man that died, unfortunately, Eric Washington, made two willful errors. First willful error is you decided that it was in your best interest to run up in a place and rob a bunch of people with a fake gun. That's your first mistake. You thought it was easy to just go in there and rob some people. Number two, the other error he made was this. You go up in a place, I don't even know if you've been in there before. It was too wide. It was too many people in there. It was too much ground to cover for just one person. You can't watch everybody. Thus, we get the outcome that we got, where he got shot walking out, walking towards the door. That's the first thing. Second thing is this. Third thing is this. And I'm going to add a third thing. At what point in your life do you say it's a good idea that you're going to run into a place where, and then he's a black guy, you're going to run up in a Mexican spot, you're going to enter up into their world and think no consequences happens? You're in Texas. We all know it. Everybody and their grandma carry guns out here on them and got permits to use them, licenses to carry them. That's the wrong way to go about something. Anytime somebody does anything with an armed robbery or anything like that, it's considered a violent crime. So if you do a violent crime and you met with violence, it is what it is. You cannot, this is my second point, you cannot tell a victim how to retaliate once you victimize them. You hear what I said? If somebody does something to you, they have no right to judge how you react to it. The man shot him. He was pointing his gun. He had his gun on people all over the place, pointing his gun at the man. Nobody knows if the gun was fake or not until the end, when he picked the gun up and realized it was open. But by that time, he done dispatched the man already. The thing is this, anytime somebody come in there and they waving a gun around and stuff, you're a threat. Just for somebody to put a gun in your face, a lot of y'all, because I have had guns in my face before. That's something you don't never forget. For that 1 second, your heart stops because you don't know your life is in the mercy of somebody that you don't even know. Such is the case of this. This man came in there waving that gun around, demanding money, people hiding up under the table. He running around person to person, got the gun. That's a bold move. That's a bold move, and it's a stupid move. Somebody do something to you, they have no right about how you retaliate from that, from being a victim. You know what I'm saying? If somebody's a victimizer, they can't judge what the victim do back to them. It's a saying, you do dirt, you get dirt. And such is the case with this. Me, honestly, I don't feel no sympathy toward the man because he chose to do that. You chose to go in there. You can't tell somebody, oh, and like their point was, oh, he didn't have to kill him like that or shoot him that many times. Listen, cops unload the clip on you when they shoot you in police shootings. You guys have seen it. Don't matter what color you is, cops are not going to play with their life. They're going home to their wives and kids or whatever, even if it means giving you the whole clip because you ain't listening or you ain't this or whatever. That can't apply to a person that's scared. Oh, the one lady that looked like the brat with the cowboy hat on, I don't know who she is. She say, oh, anybody that goes to training with concealed carry, it's a 9-hour class, 9-hour class. You're supposed to shoot. If you shoot the guy, he should have put the gun on the counter and then came and called the police. And ain't nobody thinking about that. You think people remember that training they got and think they know what they can and can't do to not get killed? And I think he exercised that, and that's why he survived. And that's why he not in jail. Ain't nobody getting in there doing textbook stuff in the class. They just want the weapon and carry so they can have the benefit of, if they ever need it, it's there, such as the case of this. I'm going to say this real quick, man. I feel bad for the mom. They did an interview with the mom and the family. They look like really good people, and her crying, seeing it, yeah, it's heart-wrenching and all that stuff, but this is a 30-year-old man. This is not a young kid. This man been an adult for a minute. Like I say, the paths we choose in life, guys, are the paths we choose, especially with men. it's hard to recover. Like he been to jail before. You know what I'm saying? And speaking from that point, sometimes it's hard to catch back up once you had a lot of time taken away from you or you served time. And a lot of times it's hard to recover. It might have been an issue for him, but still, that is no excuse to pick up a gun and go victimize somebody. Who runs in the spot with all Mexican? And that's their spot. That's their spot. That's like a hometown place. Like, I bet you all them people knew each other or knew of each other from seeing them in there. You know the guy at the back, the guy that ran the taqueria that they spoke about, the owner, he probably know the guy. That guy was walking around like he was a regular. Then walked over the dude's body and got in the car and left. I think that's what a lot of people got upset about too. Oh, he walked over him like he wasn't a human being. Listen, somebody put a gun in your face, they're not looking at you like a human being too. Why you think so many people can kill indiscriminately? Because they take the human element out of who you are and look at you like an animal. Look at Jeffrey Dahmer and all these other serial killers. What's one of the things they ask him in these interviews? I didn't see him as people. I saw him as livestock or something like that. That's why they can do things to you and carry a conversation with you, because it's like you're nothing but an animal. People talk to dogs and cats all the time. The dog and cat make them mad. They get rid of the dog and cat. No regret on the conscience. Same thing with this. That's why, like, you know, anytime I was in a position where somebody put a gun in my face, I always said to myself, is this the last time I'm gonna see my children? Or if it's the last time, you know, I'll enjoy life as I know it. You know? Everybody says, damn, why me? You know what I'm saying? I don't bother nobody. I don't this, I don't that. These people don't give a damn about that. They want what they want, and they'll do what they want to get it. He was bold to run up in there. You know, and then, let me just say this, man. And this is the part I think is going to upset a lot of people. And by no means I don't want to upset a lot of people. But it seemed like a lot of times these groups, these activist groups, it's like they choose what they want to protest against. There's a dude in Dallas that shot somebody that's locked up, you know, for shooting somebody in a Family Dollar that the guy was fighting two women. He came in there with a legal license, the carry license. Thought they was robbing the place. Supposedly, I can't remember the story. I seen it a few days ago. I think the guy was shoplifting and they tried to stop him, and he was in there fighting with them. The guy saw it, shot him, accidentally killed him. They locked him up. That's where the protest needed to be. He was a good Samaritan trying to stop a robbery. No, but you're going to sit here and defend this situation where the guy was already dead before he shot him. That's what I'm thinking. Like, you got to see the first video. When that guy got shot, when he shot, you hear that first burst of bullets, that guy hit the ground. He was dead already because he hit him crossways. So when he hit him, he didn't hit him through. He went across and hit multiple organs. That guy was dead already before he went up there and shot him, before he was getting there. It's just one of them things. It's like these it seems like a lot of times these groups, now I'm not saying all activist groups are bad, but I think a lot of these activist groups want publicity, and I think a lot of them pick and choose what they want to protest. Because there's a lot of things that happen in Houston that are sad, and there was no outreach. Especially like, it's like, okay, now think about this. They're Mexican folks or Hispanics where this happened. A Hispanic killed a black. Now all of a sudden black folks are up in arms and trying to make a big thing out of it. The black guy was wrong, right? Now, if this switched it around and it was a black place, right, a black restaurant, a soul food restaurant, the Mexican guy came in there and laid everybody down, and the black dude got up and shot him up and stuff like that, you think it'd still be an issue? Regardless if he got arrested or not, you think it would still be an issue? Do you still think the black groups would have been like, you ain't have to kill him like that? No. And that's the thing, man. That's why I don't deal with color and all this other type of stuff unless it's something that's absolutely like definite. It's like we need something to argue about or protest. And it's like, man, I remember, it's like a lot of time it's crimes against kids and stuff that's out here. And it's like no black groups say anything at all. You know what I'm saying? A little boy went to school and shot his teacher. 6 years old, man. You don't hear no activist group, and this happened in Virginia, you don't hear no activist group saying something there. Oh, we need to put money together to get him his own legal staff and own psychologist, because we don't want to use the state psychologist because they may pay him a certain way. And that's one of my worries about the situation. Nobody argues or nobody says anything about stuff like that. Or how about a guy out here killed a guy, took his car, had a baby in the car seat in the summertime. He drove around with the kid in the car after killing the father, ditches the car on a regular street, winds the windows up in the heat. The baby dies in the day of exposure in a hot car. Because he killed the dude, took the car, and left the dead father's son in the back seat. No outrage, nobody doing nothing about that. And like this group right here, I looked on the line, I seen they was involved in another thing where a white teacher is supposed to use the N-word with a student. You protesting that? That's lightweight stuff. That's lightweight stuff. It's real things where you can be out here and protect. That's why I think a lot of people don't take these protest groups serious. And it's a sad thing, man. It's like we fighting the wrong fight, or we picking and choosing certain things where we can just get exposure to be on TV. It seems like to me, for some notoriety, some quick 10 seconds of fame, notoriety, when it's real problems that can be talked about. First thing is this: if we don't start fixing our own problems and hunting and victimizing each other, nobody gonna take us serious. They're not gonna take us serious. It's not gonna happen. We're gonna have to make a definite line to where we like, okay, listen, this is what it needs to be, and the standard that us as black folk need to have, so we can be respected amongst ourselves and other people before we can go jump out there and then say this and say that, because we have no guidelines of how we should be as a folk, as a people. That's all I gotta say, man. Listen, I'm Stock Market Steve. As always, man, like, comment, share, and subscribe. You might not agree with me, but I mean, just leave me a comment all the same. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.